Shalom, shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Yahweh being the true name for the Father, Yahushai being the name for his only begotten Son, who the world eagerly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who taught us truth and will well. His salutations to hopefully person's truth and honesty and sincerity. Spread the Yahweh because you know that's the spirit power Yahweh Yahushai. This lesson is given a personal testimony. We'll start with this book of Psalms, chapter 71, verse 15. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Yahweh. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. O Yahweh, thou hast taught me from my youth, and hitherto I declare thy wondrous works. Now also, when I am old and gray-headed, O Yahweh, forsake me not, until I have showed thy strength unto this generation, thy power unto everyone that is to come. Testimony, man. Could have lost my life today. Could have lost my life today to carbon monoxide poisoning. Both me and my seed and my wife, but the Lord preserved me, and the Lord set up certain things to happen to where that didn't take place. Basically hired, contractor to do some work in my home, and the machine that was being used emitted carbon monoxide, and the partner that was with him came, knocking on my door, ringing the doorbell, right as I was getting ready to fall asleep. When I was falling asleep, he knocked on the doorbell and he said, "Hey, I think the person that he was working with is having either a stroke or a heart attack." And that was very alarming. This individual is a good person, a good Israelite man. So basically rushed downstairs, and before I went down there, I sent up prayers. It was very unexpected, out of nowhere, and he was just sitting in a chair, and he was still conscious. I was expecting him to be on the floor, and me having to perform CPR or something on him to resuscitate him, but through the grace of power Yahweh Yahushai, that wasn't the case. He was awake, and received the call of the ambulance, and they came, checked on him, went to the hospital. Immediately, the fire department noticed a smell of gas from the machine that he was using, and determined that via their meters and their testing that it was carbon monoxide present in the home. And it was just 3 points away from where I would need to go to the hospital as far as my blood levels, as well as my infant son. But through the power of Yahweh Yahushai, that didn't have to happen. Going down there, I sent prayers up that the brother would be okay, that was down there working, and as well as me and my family, and everything turned out okay. But this is just, I'm going to use this experience as a testimony to show the righteousness, the strength of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and how he preserved us, man, because carbon monoxide is something that can kill you. Okay? So I got a couple precepts that goes more into it, man. This is the book of Psalms 119 and 146. I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. And the Lord preserves you, and he does something miraculous. Make sure you provide it as a testimony to the body. As little as it may seem sometimes, just go ahead and push it out there, man. You never know who may need it, who may needs to hear it or needed to hear it. Okay? And when I initially sent up the prayer, then I sent up a prayer for myself. I sent it to to the brother that was working on my home, because this is a good elderly man that was doing the work on my property, and he preserved him, but more and more that I meditate and dwell on it, begin to realize the severity of the situation. I could have been out of there because I was just going to take a nap. And I probably was sleepy due to the fumes. And, when you got a infant in the home, you get tired from staying up all night with them. So you don't think much of it, that could be the cause of, gas and fumes and things like that, man. Crazy, man. Because I could have been out. And the brother that's working on my property, he said that he normally does things by himself, but he happened to have his nephew with him, and he's the one that noticed that he was basically having symptoms of a heart attack or stroke. And that's when, because the Lord, through the Spirit, set his nephew up to come with him, was able to alert me, and I was able to go downstairs. Instead of falling asleep in the fumes, you can't smell carbon monoxide, man. It's a silent killer. I was able to stay awake, go downstairs, see what was going on. And, yeah, man. And everything happened right in time. And my wife happened to come back from what she was doing. She wasn't at the home at the time. And then, when we went from there, ambulance came and everything was okay. But hey, that was a close call, man. And we never know what Yahushua has in store, when he's going to call us. It's our time to go. But, experiences like that, it's something to meditate on, so I'm going to also, there might be more lessons from that, but there's going to be something that I'm going to do is provide this testimony, is even when you're not thinking about it, the Lord has his angels protecting you. And as I'm doing this lesson, I'm thinking about other situations, life-threatening situations brothers have been through, where you don't know the dangers that we're faced with every single day. He's got angels providing a hedge of protection over us. I mean, there's so many things thrown at us that can kill us that we don't think about and don't even realize. And it just gives you a mentality of being that much more grateful and appreciative for the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Because it was just a regular ass day, bro. Like, I just keep telling myself, this random as shit. Where the fuck this come from? I'm just getting some average construction work done on my home. Just a regular residential property, man. Something simple that can be knocked out quick. And in the process of that, I kind of lost my life, as well as my son's life. It's the book of 2 Samuel 22, verse 3. The God of my rock, in him will I trust. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation, my high tower and my refuge, my Savior. Thou savest me from violence. Okay. Man, I'm going to tell you, if I would have fell asleep, that might have been it, because I was already kind of dozing off. And I was hesitant to get up to answer the door. And my door was locked, so they would have had no way of getting in to come tell me that something was wrong. Okay. So something told me, get up and go answer the door. Because I thought maybe it could have been, Amazon package coming, I was expecting, or something. But I got up, man. And I'm glad I did, man. That was a spirit. That was a spirit, man. That was the horn of my salvation. And I was saved from the violence. I could have passed away from something simple as fumes, man. Carbon monoxide taking me out of there. Hey, get yourself a carbon monoxide detector in your homes if you haven't done that. It's a silent killer. Verse 4 says, I will call on Yahweh who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. I'll certainly call upon Yahweh Shemel Shai, the water Yahweh Shemel Shai, for preserving my life. Evidently my work here is not done. And this is multiple. This is in the first life or death situation I've been faced with while being in the truth. Okay, so that goes to show that our work is extremely important and we're not done yet. So we're going to continue to keep pushing this word and pushing out these testimonies to provide that motivation, that boost to the rest of the body, because we're all one, man. We're all one. And we all go through our own individual hell. All of us, man. All of us going to go through our individual hell, and you might go through your individual life or death experience. And when you don't perish, testify about it, man. Okay? Testify about it. And I can say through the Spirit, I had no fear of death in that moment. I'm meditating, thinking about it now. Like, damn, shit could have really went south. But in the midst of it, it was just like nonchalant. Oh, this carbon monoxide shit, damn, fuck. Not even taking it serious. But going back and looking at it like, damn, that really could have been very, very bad. Because the time that I had of exposure, my blood content levels that they measured me, I think I was at like a 7. Anything over 10, you have to get treated. You gotta go to the hospital and go to the doctor. I was like at a 7. So I'm 3 points away from the danger levels, man. And if I would have fell asleep, I would have been exposed much longer. I would have still been sleeping in those fumes. And that's how people die. Psalms 41:2. The Lord will preserve him and keep him alive, and he shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou wilt not deliver him unto the will of his enemies. So the Lord will keep us, man. Go back to the previous verse 1, start verse 1, Psalms 41:1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Blessed is he that considereth the poor. Yahweh will deliver him in the time of trouble. Who is the poor? That's the Hebrew Israelites, man. Our nation as a whole, we are poor. We are suffering, man. But the scriptures say, but thou art rich. Okay? Because we have the promise of the kingdom. All of us. All of us, man. So we consider the poor by doing the work, the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It says the Lord will preserve him and keep him alive, and he shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou wilt not deliver him unto the will of his enemies. So even things that every day we can pass away or lose our lives on, from freak accidents, final destination type shit. In addition to that, we got people physically in the world, the wicked Edomites, Esau, 2/3 niggas that prey on our death. The Lord protects us from both of them, man. And call out Yahweh Shemel Shai for that. Because it's just a reminder. The Lord is, showing, hey, look, I got your back. You are truly walking in the valley of the shadow of death, Akim. We are walking in the valley of the shadow of death. This is hell. There's many ways that you can die at an instant. Remember that the Lord is preserving you. You're alive and you're breathing because the Lord allows it. It is divine intervention every breath that you're taking. Every breath that you're taking. With any moment, He can hit you with something with your health. He could hit you something in a freak-ass accident. He could hit you with something from the enemy that's been wanting you dead. That's been watching you. Plotting on you. But he does what? He's got his angels, man. In the valley of the shadow of death, he's preserving you. Give thanks, give praise to him for that. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai. With that, Lord's will is edifying. Baba Kashah, please share, repost, send this testimony out. May it be encouraging to the brothers, man, and be a reminder of the grace and mercy and power and protection Yahweh Shem Yahushai has bestowed upon us. I'm going to close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, Tasha's truth and will. Salutations to you, hopefully pushing this truth in all sincerity. Shalom.